Jerry Davies, doing my job. No one say go home and rest. That's exactly what I'm going to do. But we had to go do an errand. So now we're here. We've done the errand complete. And now we're going to go back home. But I thought I'd take a few minutes just because it's fun. And I wanted to know. And I took some cough drops, by the way. They're helping. Not perfect, but they're helping. So I was hoping that I would get some people on this live stream that have been to the temple since the changes on February 7th. I'm not interested in talking about details. I'm not interested in talking explicitly about the temple. But I was hoping that maybe I could get a sense from you who have gone to the temple since the changes. If you think that these changes is what President Nelson was referring to in his last talk, this last general conference. Last general conference, the very last talk, was called Focus on the Temple. And in that talk, he said he said to focus on the temple in ways you never have before. And so I'm trying to get a sense of, is that because these changes are something to help prepare us for the second coming? Are the two ideas related, basically? I'll wait and let some people get in here. Right now there's only 4. I guess people are getting fed up with me getting on live streams. For anyone that's here, hi. Who are you? Where are you from? Are you feeling sick? Let me know in the chat. If you're watching this after the fact, please still comment and let me know if you think that let me know if you think President Nelson was talking about the temple changes in his last talk of General Conference. I would really like to know. Jenica is back.
Back again.
Darn, not as many people on this time. I'm gonna go get some Little Caesars. Get some, what's it called? Cheesy bread?
Italian cheese bread, I guess.
Gonna get some cheese bread. And yes, then I'll go home and rest.
And lay down.
Yep. Darn, I was hoping more people would join. My thing's only showing 7. I'll give it just a little bit more time. Now it says 10. So
don't worry, he's gonna rest the rest of the night. I'm not gonna let him work.
Okay, Melissa says, hey, Melissa from Orem, wouldn't be surprised if he was talking about that. I keep wondering why the first presidency were so excited after the Christmas devotional. It very well could be. But did you have something to say?
I just want to be close. Interesting.
It very well could be that it's soon. It really could. This latest thing with the SEC, right? They find Ensign Peak, and they find the church. I think they fined the church $1 million and Ensign Peak $4 million or something like that. I don't know enough about the financial world to have a really educated opinion about what happened. After I did the last stream, there were a number of you that were like, oh, it's a nothing burger. Basically, it was just like a reporting error that was discovered, and that's fine. I wish I was able to really understand what happened. That sounds about right, because the penalties seem relatively benign. I mean, it was in the millions of dollars, but it was only like 1 million and 4 million. So it's like not huge. Ellen Marie says, and it was back in 2019. What was back in 2019? Explain. So, again, I'm going to do a video about this tomorrow. I'm probably going to make it tonight when we get home.
Honey.
What?
I just told them I was going to make you rest and not work.
Whatever. I'll make a video at some point. It'll be for tomorrow, going over that article. But one person, oh wait, Ellie Marie says the heirs, the church already knew about it. They being sued, them being sued is new. Oh, okay. I'll keep that in mind when I do the video. So, there was somebody that had sent me an email letting me know about this story, and they were like, "Oh, is it more attacks on the church?" And I would imagine, yeah, it probably is. I'm going to read the exact quote from Sister Nelson, but if you've been watching the channel for a few months, you'll remember Sister Nelson said something really interesting about this last General Conference, that the October General Conference of 2022, they knew it was going to be a singular event because of the amount of attacks on the church in the lead up. She said that the adversary works really hard to stop truth from getting out. And so, if that was true of last year, wouldn't it even be even more true, for this General Conference that's coming up? Sorry. So I just can't help but to wonder what other attacks the church has experienced that we don't know about. And me and Jenica were talking about it, how this event, this news that's come out, it's probably gonna shake some people, like the people that don't have as much of a testimony. They're more materially minded. Let's see, the church states it's case closed for them. They consider it taken care of at this point. Church settled it, $5 million. Okay. So anyway, I would just like to know if this whole thing, if it's like another just attempt by the adversary to harm the church, harm the mission of the church, to intimidate the church, whatever. I just don't know enough about it. If you're just joining, the main point of this live stream, I want to know, for those of you who have gone to the temple since the changes, do you think that these changes is what President Nelson was referring to in his last talk of October 2022 General Conference? The name of the talk was called Focus on the Temple. And the last part of the talk, he said, focus on the temple in ways that you never have before. Do you think this is what he was referring to? Because I still don't know what the changes are. Please don't be explicit when you talk about it. Don't, put out details. But generally speaking, I know that it makes it easier for people that are maybe new to the church, or, it's like just easier to understand, maybe. For people that maybe aren't so symbolically minded, esoteric minded. Ellie Marie says, changes so good. They occurred on Tu B'Shavat, the New Year of Trees. I made a TikTok about it. Cool. Are you following me on TikTok? I'll look you up and I'll follow you. But then I'll unfollow somebody else because I want to keep who I'm following to 17. That's the theme of this channel. So anyway, if you're watching this chat afterwards, okay, cool. I'll look you up. If you're watching this chat afterwards, put in the comments if you think that the two are related, the changes and President Nelson's talk. And do you see it as, do you see the changes as being imperative or necessitating that we get to the temple as soon as possible to experience the changes? That's something I'm not too sure about. Stephen Davey says, I think it was good. Cool. Liberty Off-Road went to a session this past Saturday. Changes were immediately noticeable and felt the spirit very strongly. Cool. So do you think that was related to President Nelson's talk? Do you think that he wanted everybody to go see the changes? Like there's some kind of benefit for us that are already endowed to experience those changes. Ellie Marie and Elder Oaks Tree turns 91 this year. 91 is a special number tied to Tu Shabbat. Has to do with connecting heaven and earth. Awesome. I'll have to look into that. Okay. Well, again, it's time for us to go. Sorry, it's a short one. I have to go get Little Caesars. I'm really hungry. My throat is raw. It's very tickly, so I can't talk much longer. Okay, bye everybody.